fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the USL Championship on MyLV.TV and ESPN+. We welcome you to a rockin' Cashman Field tonight. Las Vegas Lights FC host Orange County SC. Good evening and welcome everybody. Alongside Devin Kerr, I'm Jeff Radcliffe. Thanks for tuning in to what is a key match for Lights FC tonight. Winless in their last 3, but back at Cashman where they are unbeaten, Devin.
You can take a stretch even further, and in their last 4, they've been outscored 13-3, including Open Cup play. And they have to find a way to get it done on the offensive side of things. Away from home, it's been abysmal. But the good news is they're back at Cashman. They have an opportunity to solidify this fortress going forward and gain some momentum. You take a look at the game versus not only Orange County tonight, but 4 of their next matches are against guys in the top 10. So they have to find a way to grasp this opportunity going forward. They haven't scored a goal in 284 minutes. The last one was in that 3-0 victory over Colorado Springs all the way back on May 11th.
On the flip side, Orange County yet to win away from Irvine, California. They'll try to get stuck in tonight.
They're a team that it's very much a blue-collar system, and like what Brayden Cloutier said, we're not going to win any popularity contests. We're going to disrupt you. We're going to make it frustrating for you to play your system, and that's what they've been able to do the past few matches. And more importantly for them, they have to find a way to get it done on the road. This is a team that won double-digit games last year on the road. They have yet to do so this year, 0-2-4. So it's been nice that they've had some decent results at home, but when you travel away, you have to find a way to not only get points, but get victories. You got to put 3 points up on the board. They've only been able to do single digits so far.
Oh, this game has some goals in it. Zappo's starting lineup and kickoff are next.
All right, Bar, let's see what you got. Great, Bar. That's really using your head. You made the team.
Thanks, Coach.
Water?
I'd do anything to sell you a car.
That was hard work.
Because of UMC, there's a wide open road ahead of me.
Because of UMC, she can grow up with her twin sister.
Because of UMC, I'm here to help you.
UMC, the highest level of care in Nevada.
Zappos makes returns easy, so you can save the drama.
What do you want?
For your 18th century prima donna.
Did you eat my last taquito?
Nope.
Lawyer!
Drama-free customer service 24/7. Zappos.com. Zappos makes getting help at any time easy.
They're on their way.
Great.
So you can save the drama.
Curfew was 2 hours ago.
For your teenage llama.
Michael, look at me when I'm talking to you.
Drama-free customer service 24/7. Zappos.com.
Ready to launch at Cashman Field. Las Vegas Lights FC, Orange County SC, meeting for the first time this season. Last year's 2 meetings went to Orange County in emphatic fashion. Jeff Radcliffe, Devin Kerr, as we peek into our starting 11s, brought to you by Zappos. Visit zappos.com/soccer. First for Las Vegas.
Changes for Eric Winalda. Djokovic coming over on loan from LAFC. That's going to be a nice pickup for Eric Winalda to help out on the back line. He'll sit in between Gabe Robinson, Christian Torres on the left. And if this is a 3-back system going forward with the wingbacks in the likes of Jabin Torre and Kevin Garcia Lopez, that will give them the opportunity to explore the final third a bit better. Again, defensively, it's been good, but can they combine all these pieces together as one cohesive unit? The visitors are going to line up a bit differently. Only 2 changes, but they come in the likes of red cards because you have Aiden Quinn and Darwin Jones, who step out. Double yellows at the end of last game. They take a seat. Walker Hume comes into the back line. Liam Trotter will move up into the midfield. He'll sit next to Cristostomo. Ramos Godoy goes to the right. Harry Forrester will sit in the 10, and Michael Seaton, the Jamaican, has had a nice start to 2019. He'll look to continue that progression.
Orange County SC coming in 4-3 and 6. You hear the American First Credit Union fireworks kicking off the start of this one. Las Vegas and the home Blacks, blue and gold piping. They're looking to remain unbeaten at home. Eric Winaldo's boys trying to put an end to that 3-game skid, which they've only collected 1 point from 3. Conceded 13 goals in the last 4 overall and have not scored in 284 minutes, as Devin said earlier.
Doesn't help that he's also had to take into account some roster rotation, injuries, guys coming in and out due to form, as well as some off-the-field issues and the Open Cup run. I mean, when you're managing all of those variables, it makes it that much more difficult. And then they traveled away from home. So like we said before, good opportunity. Now they've come home, they've come back. Eric Ronaldo thinks that he's got a good opportunity with the addition of Djokovic on that back line to really help these guys and strengthen this squad, bolster their chances going forward in the rest of the season.
Both of these teams eliminated by Orange County FC, the amateur side, in U.S. Open Cup. Nothing but clean slates in front of them as far as league play. Both teams want to move up the table, 9th and 14th respectively. Referee is Dejan Susak, and he whistles the start of this one. It is game on in Las Vegas. Into the sunshine tonight. This is setting behind Cashman. But a tough view if you were on that side of the stadium. Well, our keys to the game brought to you by Findlay Toyota. What do we have?
Home cooking, don't take the bait. Want to make sure that you continue, stay strong. Just because you've been great at home before doesn't necessarily mean you jump out and go after the big fish. Orange County on the other side of things, retain that solid back line. Walker Hume steps in. Leonardo, a seasoned veteran, the Brazilian, will give him the opportunity to be steadfast in the back four. And also, they need to make sure that they take advantage of their opportunities because they've been good early on. They haven't been able to close out games, though.
And Wolfgang will hit this. Put it to the back stick, somewhere into the sun rays. Then tonight's keys brought to you by Findlay Toyota, where John Barr will do anything to sell you a car. We'll do another corner kick. Van Wolfgang has Dutch persuasion from Arnhem. He was at Reno last year, so Bucks fans certainly know about his exploits. That one to the back stick. And Las Vegas desperately trying to clear. Thomas Olsen. Get everybody shaped up in form as Las Vegas attacking right to left here in this first half. Well, our health report brought to you by UMC, the official hospital of the lights, shows Brian De La Fuente is out. Dalai Lama, who we did see on the field, is problema out. So unable to play tonight, but I did see her taking pictures. So that's the good news. Christian Duke still working his way back from an injury on the other side. And that is a look at our UMC health report.
Both these coaches having to deal with injuries, as mentioned. Christian Duke, a guy who really helped issues out in the middle of the field. When someone goes down, when you pick up a card like Aiden Quinn did.
Cruz with the delivery into the 18. Preston to get a quick hit on it. A second shot, and it's right at the keeper, Patrick McLean. Proactive start now. 3 minutes in. Alston, MLS vet, starting it right back. We're in the captain's armband for Orange County. Joe Amico, the left back. With Hume and Leonardo. 6'2" Brazilian. The last couple of years with the Dynamo. Overshot his target there. Looking for Michael Seaton, who has been a guy who switched the lights off in both games last year. 2 braces 4 goals total in 2 games. So a guy to keep your eye on if you're the back line of Las Vegas. He's the new one. Dejan Jakovic on loan from LAFC for the time being. Slipped through. Preston's offside. Puts it in the net, but after the fact.
Just has to time this run a bit better as the Lights start to push things early on, opening 5 minutes for them. Good opportunity, and Preston head on a swivel. You know, he's got an opportunity next to Irvin Parra against a very composed back line. Joe Amico and Alston in the outside backs. Veterans, though. Amico only 23 years of age. He's wise beyond his years. Of course, Walker Hume, Leonardo. We've talked about Leonardo coming into this match, what the Brazilian can bring. And even though Walker Hume has mostly come on in a substitution role, he does a very good job just providing that extra dimension they're looking for. Braden Cloutier asks of it.
Long throw up the side. Parra is there, earns the throw-in. And we will flip it over to Gabe Robinson. The patented Rory Delap style throws. Not just chucking it far, but chucks it on the line. He's all that in a bag of chips, by the way. I've been it up. All the way to the back post in this one. McLean's got it, the veteran goalkeeper. Chicago Fire, Minnesota United the last couple of years, 30 years old. The #1 for Braden Cloutier. Here we go, I knew it. Chrysostomo. Paired there with Schroeder, central midfield. Lifted long, no problem. Torres. Tracked it the whole way to Seaton, bearing down. Deep throw up coming for Las Vegas Lights FC, who, including tonight, have 4 of their next 5 at home. But as you mentioned, Devin, they're against some of the best teams in the West. All above that line, as you see Braden Cloutier, who goes back a ways with Eric Ronaldo, 2 former teammates of the San Jose Clash in MLS. Former roommates as well. That's some interesting stories the two told to us this week.
Took the liking of the one with his son and the name. That was quite interesting how Eric Ronaldo kind of jokingly said it to us in passing, but then we confirmed it on the back end with Braden that Eric has a son as well, and his name is Braden. The 2 of them met a few years ago. And
thought it was a cool name, and he was a great guy. There's Eric. This is a big one for him. This week, went to Twitter to apologize for that performance against the rivals 1868. That one goes back to McLean. The last 2 defeats, 4-0 score lines, both away. It's one of those things, Devin, where they're close, but then they chase and get themselves in trouble where they almost get boat raced out of games when they're generally not out of it.
We've seen that before as well, both positive and negative in terms of their run of play, because they have had results against some good teams. You track back a few weeks where they took down Sacramento Republic just before a nice draw on the road against a Los Dos team. And this is a Los Dos team that has been restructured under Mike Munoz, that has given them the opportunity with some experience now. They're not all 16, 17, 18 anymore, so that's a better result this year. But when you look at other results as well, like you can't then lose to San Antonio. You can't then lose on the road to OKC. You have to find some sort of consistency. And even a 1-0 loss to another squad that maybe is in the top 10, that's good. But at some point in time, got to pull the trigger. Got to say, we belong here. We are just as good as you guys are. And that all goes back to their opportunity right now at home. It's a good chance before that run of play against those top 10 teams to go get 3 points before you travel away from home again.
Third way through the season, goal differential is not coming into the forefront of anybody's mind right now, but that's something to think about when it comes to playoff positioning. Should Las Vegas and Orange County get there?
We traditionally take a look at what it takes from a points perspective to get into the playoffs. You're right around the 50-point mark. So with the amount of matches that they've played so far, and they're sitting on 15 points through 13 games, you're starting to hover right at that cutoff where if you just do simple addition and subtraction and multiplication, which I'm not going to do. I struggled with that in school. But it gives you an idea that if they basically tripled it right now, they don't have that many games left, and that amount of points wouldn't get them into the playoffs. So they got to turn things up a bit.
To kick it up a notch as we see Jankovic on the ball. Natural leader, 33 years old. Longtime captain of the Canadian national team. Not going to the Gold Cup, but 41 appearances with the Reds. Spent some time in Serbia. New York Cosmos, but a long time known for DC United. Now he's going to have to defend against Seton. And just getting a piece of it was Olsen. That was a physical tussle if there ever was one. Well, we'd love to hear from you throughout the game. You can join that conversation. Tweet us at LightsFC or at Jeff_Radcliffe or at DevinKerr9. Use the hashtag TVLights. We'll try to read your best tweets on the air. That one took a wicked deflection, but out of play. And will yield another corner, the third of the match here in the early going for Orange County.
Las Vegas Lights have to be careful with this three-back system. Already we see Gabe Robinson, Christian Torres taking a few chances, going a bit flat in their shape. And Moby Fair's dropping back to help them out as well. But there's a lot of speed up top for them to get in behind in Orange County.
And Wolfgang hit by Las Vegas. He'll look to reload, put it back to his left. Parra will hold it up and able to clear it, but be a throw here for Las Vegas. 10 minutes gone, no score. Swift ahead and goes end-to-end real quickly in this park. Heat getting turned up a bit in recent weeks in Las Vegas. See the pools dotting the far sideline. Way to cool off. Part of that summer of soccer we'll talk about throughout the night. Big side pools including towels and inflatables. And just $50. Deliberate possession of the ball. Here's Alston. Maryland native lumps it forward. Giving chase is Ramos Godoy, and smothered and covered by Thomas Olsen. Ramos Godoy making just his third start. Cruz. Trying to play Preston inside. Committed the foul. Interesting, Devin, in talking with Eric this week. Typically, he likes to come out on fire. A lot of energy, trying to get out in front, on the front foot, get a lead in the game. But he says if you do that against Orange County, they can hurt you.
You have to be careful. It's very much a heavyweight prize fight here. They're a team that, unlike most in the Western Conference, they possess that ebb and flow, the quick go, where they'll settle a little bit deep, and they'll knock the ball around. They'll go linear, back and forth, side to side, and kind of lull you to sleep, and then immediately go to transition as well. Conversely, they can also just run it right down your throat. So you have to be careful because they show you so many different looks. To give you an idea, in the midfield already, Crisostomo, they're dropping into a 4-1-4-1. So you're seeing Crisostomo drop as the deep holding midfielder. Liam Trotter and Harry Forrester are stacking just above that. But even further than that, when Wolfgang and Liam Trotter are interchanging on that left-hand side, it's causing a bit of confusion over there, and that's where most of the outlet passes are coming from so far.
Switch to the near side. Christian Torres. Down that left side. It's interesting, you've got Jabin Torre, typically a center back, getting into the attack here. Something has been seen on the training ground that can cause some problems with his size. In the 15th minute, we'll remind you, Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship. And many of the finest leagues in the world since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Alston. Forrester helping initiate the switch on that left side. And Wolfgang. We go on the restart. Leonardo. Slips it ahead. Torres going to make no mistake. Now, you mentioned there being a prize fight. There is a lot of punch and counter punch here, but really no haymakers being thrown at the moment. Just testing the defenses.
Tactical maneuvering, just a little jab here, and you reposition yourselves. Both teams have a lot of movement, especially off the ball right now. Like the defensive work I've seen out of Irvin Parra and Preston to track back, help out these guys in the middle of the field. That's an area that Orange County wants to hurt you. They want to try to find Chrysostamo, Liam Trotter, and Harry Forrester, such tacticians of this beautiful game. It's a good job by the forwards to just track back in, because they clog the area up and they make you bypass it, push it down into the channels, which enables you to play right into the Lights' hands, because that's where the outside backs in that 5-back system are already positioned.
Torre now fair. Oh, that's 50-50s in the center of the park being won by the visitors. Jabin to march back a few. Interesting tactic to put your center back up on that left side. It's one of those luxuries that having Jakovic in the team affords you.
So far, it's definitely working for you. You can definitely say that. What'll be interesting to see is, as time plays on, when you hit the 60th, 65th minute mark, can you maintain the pace with those outside midfielders? Very difficult to do. Being a former center back, you know, your job is to really hold down the fortress in the middle and command the rest of your troops. When you start stepping to the outside, it's not that you're incapable, it's unfamiliar surroundings. It's the extra workload and the extra runs you're putting in, especially on the offensive side of the ball when you're sitting in the 3. So when you're not used to that and you step into that further down in the match, how are you going to handle it? I'm sure Wijnaldum has thought about that and probably tactically has some ideas what he needs to do if some changes are to be made.
Sandoval on the ball. Trying to release Preston long and outshot him. Saw Preston come up the center. We've seen him go up the right, now the left. Trying to test the defenses. Settle it down. Chrysostamo. Intercepted by Cruz. Galloping to the right side. Numbers coming up in support. Stepping to the left. Garcia Lopez. Fair with some space to operate. Torre. Cruz. corner of the area, but the offside flag came up quickly.
Irvin Parra not happy with our referee, but you have to give a bit of credit here to the Las Vegas Lights. Crisostomo, poor outlet pass coming in. However, said don't take the bait. Las Vegas Lights put it out there, and Orange County took it. They dropped off their line. They were waiting for that ball to come across the middle. It was a great step by Pablo Cruz. Not the greatest execution once they got into the final third, but very well done on the defensive side of things.
Join us at Cashman Field next Saturday night when New Mexico United make their Vegas debut. It's Father's Day weekend, and tickets start at just $10 during this summer of soccer. Delivered by Zappos. Get your tickets now at lightsfc.com/tickets or any La Bonita supermarket. 20th minute. Jab after jab. And here, the right idea, the execution lacking, is Preston trying to hook up with Irvin Parra, who leads the league in shots still. No pressure from either team. You have to say it's been very safe.
There's too much speed. If you want to challenge it right now and open yourself up, either manager will take that. There's just too much speed on this field within both squads respectively, and you might see that open up in the second half as minds start to tire, the attrition starts to come in physically as well. But right now, just willing to bide your time for Orange County. You're on the road, trying to figure things out, hostile environment. For Vegas, just don't want to make a mistake. You know, they've kind of shot themselves in the foot a few times the past couple matches. Just trying to find some regularity in their run of play. You've seen that in the opening 20 minutes. I don't mind the fact that they've given up some possession because defensively they're quite composed.
Here's Alston. He's got a good cross in that right leg when he wants it. And Wolfgang sends it back to that 6. Fair in the air. And Torre able to clear. Amico. Harassed by Parra. Crisostomo, that distributor cap tonight. The guy working it left to right. Keep things going. Cruz with a vital win. Dancing on the ball to the right side. Kept going by Sandoval. Here's Garcia Lopez. Preston. It'll be a throw in for Las Vegas Lights FC. We've already alluded to it. We've seen the first third of this season. Eric Winalda and Las Vegas have been a team that not shy about throwing caution to the wind, but a little bit more of a pragmatic approach tonight.
You wonder if the experience that Eric Ronaldo is starting to gain, he kind of opened up to us about that. Now he's understandably learning a bit as he goes along. It is a different league, and he recognized that, look, maybe I can't necessarily play the way I want to. You'll hear that from a lot of coaches, to be honest, especially in the Western Conference. The style of play, a stark difference compared to what's going on in the East. And putting your foot down, putting the ball on the ground, playing a bit more of the style that is the traditional style of football, you tend to see that more in the Eastern Conference. The likes of Louisville City, St. Louis FC. In the West, much more wide open. And unfortunately, maybe your tactics take a backseat. You have to open things up and go at people, but also know when to call it quits. And when you're, I don't want to call it quit while being ahead, but when you do have a team that's on a bit of a hot streak, you know, no losses in 6 matches, and guys that are starting to find the back of the net a little bit, you have to be cautious when you're taking on an opponent like this.
Orange County unbeaten in 6, but 3 of those were draws. In fact, they've got 6 of them this season. Preston trying to collect top of the D. That idea, but Parra wasn't able to get the back flick. Sandoval. About 25 5 minutes in is when you really start seeing the chess pieces move.
If you're the Lights, that's the look for you, though. The direct ball over the top, going to Preston, even Irvin Parr. Not as much pace as Preston, but what's happening is Alston's playing a high line on the right, so Leonardo is covering a bit. Walker Humes, the substitute, does not have a lot of starts under his belt. A lot of space there to get in between those two.
Leonardo clearing it off. TK Olsen, TKO backs up and restarts it with Fair. Fans follow the Las Vegas Lights and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and a whole lot more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who've already discovered ESPN+ and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Torre into the area. Put it in with his left foot as Preston was sneaking in behind. Sandoval keeping it alive. Far side of the 18. Parra with Amico on it. Garcia Lopez runs into a brick wall. That one starts in front. McLean having to work to pick that one up with Preston bearing down.
Step out there by Patrick McLean. The far side run. It's well done after the ball's recycled. Jobin Torre in this near look here. It's a good job to get down in, but when you're going one-on-one with Kevin Alston, when you're bringing the ball back across your right side and then you open your hips up, very difficult to then utilize your left foot, get it around him. He's read that book too many a time for him to falter for it. Such a good defender, Kevin Alston is.
Alston, former Indiana Hoosier. Over the second season in Orange County after a 2-year stint at Orlando City. Before that, New England for 7 seasons. Drafted 10th overall in 2009. MLS Comeback Player of the Year in 2013 after coming back from leukemia. So playing with house money.
Those feel-good stories that it's always nice to see in general, and also at the professional sports level. Funny story about Kevin Alston. He actually, in his 2018 season, hadn't been signed yet, was wandering around a mall, ran into the head coach of Phoenix Rising, Rick Shantz, and said, you know, if you become available and you're interested in coming out, maybe give you a shot. Little did he know that a few things were already in works behind the scenes with Braden in Orange County, and of course, the rest is history. Kevin Alston has made his name on that right side of defense for Braden so many times. Also utilized on the left if need be, if he and Joe Amico can flip-flop.
Yeah, off the pitch, one of the nicest guys you'll ever talk to. Nothing scary for Las Vegas defensively. Over that first minute when they conceded 2 corners. Rakovic has been steady back there. And that's one thing that Eric said, it's nice to have a guy like that because I have a coach on the field now. It seems like every couple of weeks I go to the film room and I got to say the same thing to guys who aren't quite getting certain principles.
A guy who gives you a decade of experience with just appearance after appearance, 206 in all competitions. Rakovic.
5 seasons at RFK with DC United. McLean. Amico, up the line it goes, and Seaton is off. Sorry, Forrester. 29th minute, getting word that conditions are warranting a hydration break. Expected that in Las Vegas in the summertime. Just head over to the swimming pools. Right?
I'm in. Sign me up. I'll forfeit some of my paycheck to be involved in that right now.
We call a game from the pool. You know.
Guy can have dreams, can he?
Get to it, get to it. Kobe, where are you?
Summer of soccer just underway. Half an hour gone. Trying to keep his feet, good job, but they'll pull it back for the foul. Then you hear the reaction.
And now an opportunity for Orange County to possibly impose some of their will. So good on set pieces. Unfortunately, they'll be without the services of their main man, Aiden Quinn, who hits so many good dead balls. Jerry Van Wolfgang seems to be standing over it right now. From this distance, a bit difficult, and you don't see any of the big guys making their way up now. Tracking back in, Leonardo is now up there. Trotter on the backside, so now they're starting to come into play. Should be lofted in. Would love to see something put back across the 6 upon the initial header.
It's a good delivery. Selling out. Preston will bring it out of Dodge. 6 set-piece goals this year for Orange County. Jakovic gets knocked to the turf. And we have reached the aforementioned hydration break. We're in minute 31 on a steamy night in Las Vegas, Nevada. Marking the beginning of the summer of soccer. All sorts of club initiatives to talk about. Terrible Herbst is the proud sponsor of Terrible's $10 tickets. For every USL game in June, July, and August, you can enjoy Lights FC soccer for just $10. Stop by any Southern Nevada Terribles for more information or log in to lightsfc.com/tickets. Here's more about that summer of soccer. Talked about the $10 tickets. Also have some donations for Southern Nevada-based youth organizations to promote leadership, values, and character through sports. We've seen the pitchside pool party, which will continue for the next few games, of course. You can rent that portable pool for $50 for up to 5 people. Includes towels and inflatables. The big news this week, Devin, was the Las Vegas City Council approving negotiations to renovate the Cashman Field area with a developer called Renaissance. Plan is to build an MLS stadium as part of a multi-use development there downtown. 180 days to come up with a master plan. Once that plan is in place, the city council will vote on it, and if all boxes are ticked, there will be an ownership change for Lights FC. So a lot of news off the field. Las Vegas has people talking. It's been national news, as you'd expect. Hydration break over. Preston knocked off the ball. He'll draw the foul. Ronaldo before the season was telling us about Taborataka Preston, the Cameroonian. There's tons of pace. And the idea was to use him off the bench to run at people when they were exhausted in this heat. But tonight, starting him from the get-go, his 5th start of the season. Cruz over the ball here. Pablo in there, flicked in behind, and it's going to be a goal kick.
And trying, aren't they? Off one in on the back post. Let Gabe Robinson go get it. Why not? Standing over 6'2". He's got that leaping ability. How many times have we seen it paired set piece opportunities? Of course, he's the one who has that massive throw we saw on display earlier on this match.
Braden Cloutier talking about Gabe Robinson. He had him in camp last year. He didn't know he had that in his arsenal. It surprised me a little bit when we played Las Vegas in the preseason. It was a 2-2 draw. And he gave Eric Ronaldo credit for using that skill to his advantage. La Bonita is the official supermarket of Lights FC and has the best single game prices in town for every Lights game, including the US Open Cup, which is something you'll have to wait for next year. Visit any La Bonita supermarket for your Lights tickets. Well, the tickets were still a good bargain. And it'll be a corner kick for Lights FC here as we enter minute 35.
Lights fans, right about now would be a good time to get on your feet and make some noise for your team. All you gotta do is get loud for your team. Right about now,
Terrible Birds, proud sponsor of those terrible $10 tickets.
And it starts right now. Here we go.
Could this be the breakthrough?
It's coming. It's coming.
Las Vegas with 5 set-piece goals this year.
Keep that energy, Cashman.
Cruz with the right-footed delivery coming up.
Keep that energy. The players didn't hear you. They didn't hear you. Here we go.
Hyping the boys up. Delivery on the way. Edge of the 6 comes back out and clear. There tracks it down, and the excitement has subsided for the time being.
Las Vegas starting to maintain a decent amount of possession right now, challenging Orange County a bit. Opportunity on the set piece, and you can hear the fans start to get into it. Not only the home squad, but a decent amount of supporters from Orange County. The County Line Coalition have made their way over to Cashman Field. 2 teams that are no shortage of quality fans and nice culture that has been built within these 2 organizations.
35 minutes down, and we've got a total of 3 shots in this game. So a lot of action being played between the 18s. Sandoval. And we'll draw the foul. The most dangerous distance in the world, but Lights FC can craft something from it. Final 10 minutes of this first half. Reminder, our ABC Hyundai halftime report coming up following the whistle. Eric Ronaldo barking out positions people need to be in. So this will be Para. Trying to get the laces through it. On its way, a low liner. And it'll yield a corner kick. And a collision at the top of the 18. Need some treatment here for the time being.
This ball's whipped in by Irvin Para, pretty dangerous. Just inside the top of the 18. Haven't had a lot of fireworks between these 2 so far. A couple glimpses opening 10 minutes or so, but since then, just a bit of a waltz. Hasn't it been? Back and forth, side to side.
Sandoval, the player lying prone for Las Vegas. Take a look.
Just right at the top. Both Michael Seaton tracking back there alongside Junior Sandoval. You feel like the way the game's going, though it hasn't been impressive on set pieces, that's where the goal's going to come from. There's been so many opportunities. A bit lackluster from the run of play, but definitely not having a shortage in that area.
No way. 38th minute. Comes the delivery from Cruz. And Susak settles things down inside the area. Lofted at the penalty spot. And there'll be no breakout. As you mentioned, Las Vegas starting to win some of this possession back. They conceded a lot of it here in this first half. The 9th minute. Oh, stop at a dime. He gave a 9-cent change and put it on frame. Well, request permission for flybys. Cruz just went right inside. Sold the fake. In the end, no trouble to McLean. Yabin. The line, nice ball. Black stays down on Parra. He's into the 18. Eyeing the keeper. Parra will shoot. He will score! 1-0 like Irvin Parra's 8th goal of the season. Spectacular. Ball through. And lighted up Las Vegas. They're up a goal before halftime.
This is clever, clever play by the California native. Irvin Parra just towing the line with that back four of Orange County. Does a good job sitting on that back shoulder, and then he breaks on this near line. He has speed. We said he's not the fleet of footest. However, you give him an opportunity to run at you, he will make you pay. When this ball gets in behind, he's got loads of space. And he just looks, the entire back line stops. That's a no-no, number one. Number two, watch your goalkeeper. You cannot give up the near post. Patrick McLean will know that he has made a terrible mistake. His manager will know it. It is the slimmest of angles, but Parra still has to execute. He gets his 8th of the year, and the lights are out in front.
Left-footed finish, the near post. 1-0 to the good. And the assist to Torre, first of the season. Anytime you have a back line assist, you know it was a good pass, as it broke a couple of lines. You know you got him also when everybody's looking to the assistant referee to see if that flag went up, and it did not.
It goes back to the old school comments you would get from your managers growing up. You played till the whistle. And even as I grew into the game, yeah, I'm going to run with my hand up. I'm going to tell you, hey, offside. And at a younger age, you'll play a trap sometimes. It depends on what philosophy you're in. But I'm not stopping no matter what.
Garcia Lopez leaving it back. Parra. The lights have come to life here in the latter stages of this first half. That one's going to get away. Been a different formula tonight. They've conceded some possession. They've played a little slower. And are now out in front.
It's ongoing about that growing process we talked about from Eric Winaldo, where you don't always have to be the one who's the aggressor. Not always throwing punches. We've made the analogy of a title fight. If you can sit back, just take the jabs here and there, and then pick and choose your spots, you're totally fine with that. That's a great representation of it. They sat back, allowed a bit of pressure to come their way, and then Torre puts a good through ball in, with Irvin Parra recognizing that there was space in. I mentioned that earlier with these outside backs. When they start to come a bit high, it stretches the two on the back line. Leonardo Walker-Hume get caught ball watching a little bit, and that gave Irvin Parra his opportunity to get in behind.
TKO. And this with the 1-0 lead. And that will go into the book for sure. Austin is down, and he's got a yellow card to go with his assist as Gavin Torre.
Would have liked to have seen Torre pull up here, and not because he pulls a yellow, but there's no reason to go into the third tackle. First one he wins, second one gets the 50-50, and as the ball just steps away from him a bit, he's got nothing to lose by pulling back. His team has stepped in behind him. They've got good shape. There's the first one, second. That's the third on Kevin Alston. He's just got the trailing foot. And all that is going to happen here is for the referee to see it and blow the whistle on you. It's got to be smarter than that.
And now you're target. And we're back defending. 44th minute. And Wolfgang, that one headed to the back post. Actually over the top, but the offside flag apparently up. Left early. Offering to yield anything. Orange County trailing 1-0 despite owning a 58% of the possession. Trailing in shots 5-1. Cruz getting out of the phone booth. And so far in this first half, Malkovich has had Seton blanketed.
That comes from a couple different directions. Number one, he's got great positioning. I mean, the back line is in perfect shape when they sit. The problem going forward for Orange County is they don't have a lot of movement from their offensive midfielders in the likes of Liam Trotter and Harry Forster. And I mean that in the sense of it's very predictable. Chrysosimo dropping off and those two just sitting in front. They have to find some depth in that. One of them's got to drop off, come to the side a bit more. You saw a little bit of that from Van Wolfgang early on, and even coming to the near side on our side of the screen. However, that hasn't been the case recently. There's some extracurriculars on the backside here.
There'll be 2 minutes of stoppage time. There's a collision right in the center circle. Yeah, it's a Vegas player that is Irvin Parra. And some discomfort. And Suzak's gonna have a talk with his assistant, Christian Lara. And there comes a booking. And goodbye. Orange County's been reduced to 10 men just before halftime. So Joseph Amico is going to go to the showers. And now trailing 1-0, things have gotten that much more difficult here to get a result on the road.
Things have quite rapidly gone from bad to worse for Orange County on the road. The goal in the near post by Irvin Parra, and then just as we were talking about what they needed to go forward, they've gone weak on the defensive side. Now keep an eye on the far side of the screen. Two boys jabbing at each other a little bit. Parra puts his hand out, and you see Joe Amico. He puts the outstretched arm of his left hand. To be fair, the second one is very soft. Yes, they nudge each other a little bit. Well, we saw this in a match in the Eastern Conference a few games ago in the likes of Bethlehem Steel and Lou City, where they went head-to-head. Neither one of them really ran at each other. But the laws of the game state that if you do touch each other like that, it's a red card. The minute that he went over to his linesman and they started having a conversation, when you saw him go to his book, it was only ever going to be one color.
Nico exits the game, and now some more things to talk about for Braden Cloutier in that locker room. We've played the 2 minutes, add a little bit more after the red card.
What's interesting from a refereeing standpoint is that if he goes over and speaks to the assistant referee, and obviously it was against the run of play.
He had a better look. Yeah.
He had a better look, so he goes over and says to him, what did you see? They talk about it. You better believe the linesman saw the first shove. So the question is, to be thorough here for this entire crew, why isn't there a call from the linesman of, turn around, we have a problem over here, and try and get out in front of this thing? Now, it's not their fault of what went on behind the screen. However, if the linesman saw the second, you better believe he saw the first.
I think this one will also be adjudicated after this one's done, too, by each fan base and each coaching staff. I'm sure there'll be different perspectives, but it changes the game, no doubt. It's 11-10 for the time being. Should have the halftime whistle any second. little bit argy-bargy. Oh, now Michael Seaton with some dissent. He'll go into the book. Not the reaction Dejan Suzak was looking for.
He'll take a seat next game as well, as he has just acquired his 5th on the season. That'll be yellow card accumulation for Michael Seaton.
So in a match where you don't have Darwin Jones or Aiden Quinn because of red cards, your 3rd most effective scorer, Jones with 6 goals, Quinn with 5, Seaton with 4 coming in. 2 matches without those guys, that hurts. Halftime can't come soon enough. Braden Cloutier. Tell you what, Trotter is a beast in there. Good service, and wasn't good enough. Sailed on him. Almost good away. Played far past the 2 minutes minimum. 3 extra after the extracurriculars. Dalston. And there's the halftime whistle. Well, a lot to unpack on our ABC Monday halftime report. It's coming your way in minutes. But after 45, Las Vegas Lights FC lead Orange County 1-0 on the scoreboard and 11-10 on the field. We'll be right back right after this on MyLV TV and ESPN+.
Professional soccer returns to Cashman Field when your Las Vegas Lights FC take on New Mexico United Saturday, June 15th at 7:30 p.m. Don't miss the Zappos fan tailgate before the game, or you can catch all the action on MyLV TV, Channel 21, Cable 12.
This is the Durabit of the all-new Chevy Silverado.
That is huge.
It offers a built-in 120-volt outlet. Wow. Plug that in for me.
Oh, holy smoke.
Wow. And the all-new Silverado has more trim levels than any other pickup.
Oh, wow. There's something for all of us.
It's time to upgrade.
Get 0% financing for 72 months, or get a total value of over $8,700 on this all-new Silverado. See your Southern Nevada Chevy dealers.
Hey, it's your friendly neighbor dog here. I was in your yard this week, looking for my ball. Anyway, I got hit by your sprinklers on a Sunday. Talk about a foul. You do know you're not allowed to water on Sundays or between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m., right? Learn more on snwa.com to avoid a water waste fine.
High energy bills have you feeling like you're in the penalty box? Score a hat trick with the Universal Solar Direct exclusive. 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments for 5 months. Don't get stuck paying interest with the other guys. Invest today, save for a lifetime. Call Universal Solar Direct today and receive up to $5,000 from NV Energy just for going solar. 0 down, 0 interest, 0 payments for 5 months. Universal Solar Direct, proud sponsor of the Vegas Golden Knights.
Universal Solar Direct. Pay less for your electric.
Hey, I'm Brian Salmon.
And I'm Amber Dixon. Enjoy tonight's game and be sure to watch News 3 live at 11 tonight.
Yep, we'll have highlights and you never know, you might end up on TV too.
The place for all the Lights action is with News 3 Sports.
And good luck to the Las Vegas Lights.
That was a good first 45 for Las Vegas Lights FC. They lead Orange County SC 1-0. Saturday night at Cashman Field. Jeff Radcliffe, Devin Kerr here with you as we meet some of the new kids as this roster has been in flux. We've already talked, and certainly not a kid. The guy you see on the screen there, Dejan Jakovic, who has had a nice presence here in this first half. Talked about his time at DC United, an Open Cup, not in Croatia, but internationally plays for Canada. Jesus Gonzalez, who still trying to figure into the team, has one appearance on his first professional contract. But another good get that Eric Ronaldo was really thrilled to get was Jose Villarreal, former LA Galaxy and Orlando City man. You see him there. He's still working his way back into match fitness, but really a guy who you can plug into many places in the attack.
That'll be the key acquisition for them, with all due respect to the other two, because now Urban Parra has a striking partner. Now he's got a running mate up top that can help him branch out a bit more. Urban Parra is not an out-and-out number 9. He's a guy who needs to play in the 10 and have the opportunity to rotate around a little bit. That's how they got to Golden Knight, and they hope they can get some more with Villarreal coming in.
Well, it's been a season of ups and downs for Orange County, consistent in some aspects, unbeaten in 6. But take a look here, Devin, what they've done over the first 7 and then the last 6.
They've got some work to do tonight, going down on the red card from Joe Amico, and they're an interesting run against what you could call playoff teams so far, at least 13, 14 games in. 1-2-5 versus the top 10, 3-1-1 against teams below the playoff line. So they've gotten their job done when needed to do. However, what can you do tonight? Now you're on the road, 10 men, back-to-back red cards for Braden Cloutier's squad. So it's great that they have that blue-collar thought process on them, but they also got to clean it up a bit because you don't want to play from behind the way you've had to in the past 2 matches.
What can we do for you? We can send you on a little tour around the United Soccer Leagues, US Open Cup, all the goals and highlights coming your way right now.
Brown to find Lacroix. Now it's Musa. Oh, what a hit! Ryan Brown. Brown. Oh, that is electric from Phoenix on the break. Shot.
Offensive juggernaut for both of these squads.
Here we go again. Steinberger on the turn. It's going to fall through. Allen! Just like that, it's 3-3. Alex Bassetti making a darting run. It finds its way all the way to Bassetti. Lays it off. Still an opportunity. Brown! Taylor again. The menacing attack. Taylor lets it go. And there's the opener for North Carolina FC. Frankie comes inside on Watson. Acres of space here for the left wing back. Forbes now pinching in space to shoot. He drives it and beats far. Tosh versus Van Okel. Will this seal a spot? The 4th round. Number 4 delivers. 90th minute, Louisville leads at home again.
Into the 6-yard area, and it's Cicerone who wins in the air and restores St. Louis FC's 2-goal advantage.
So here comes Wynn. Is this onside? It is. A chance for Nashville to equalize, and they do! Carlton Belmar. Charleston into this round with 2 goals. And now, he sends them into the 4th round. Charleston with the upset.
Gonna tie his shoe while action goes on around him. Oh, big chance here for Lima.
Up against the top scorer. Frater puts it in. New Mexico United in front. That's kept in play. Skundridge the initial effort. Another cross. Headed in. Winner Benova at the
Well, another thrilling weekend. Lamar Hunt US Open Cup. How about those Tampa Bay Rowdies as we take a look around the league? Continuing that unbeaten streak, but that ended tonight, did it not?
Trouble in paradise. North Carolina FC Dave Sarakin went into Al Lang 3-1. Watch out. That's 2 losses in their last 3 matches for the Tampa Bay Rowdies when you include Open Cup. So So not a good look for Neil Collins' boys. Ryan Martin is getting a lot of press, though. People seem to like this guy. They think it's a good look. Things starting to open up for Loudon, and the representation at the Gold Cup level, second to none, especially for Jamaica. They sent a lot of boys there.
Yeah, Loudon winning midweek and actually showing themselves very well in Louisville today. Look at the team of the week. Austin's Chris Tierpak leading the pack, if you will. Who stood out? I'm sure you've seen a lot of those guys play in the last week that have deserved that. Niall McCabe with a brilliant strike last week.
A nice free kick. I like Sam Werner. I think he's done great things out of Sacramento Republic. He's a game changer who I would be shocked if he didn't continue his progression if great things don't lie in waiting for him in his future.
Standings going into tonight. Las Vegas's next opponent, New Mexico United, leading the way in the West. It's still pretty tight. Matter of fact, should Las Vegas win, they could move into 10th tonight.
Interesting that New Mexico United, as we speak, the final whistle has been blown. They have lost only their second match this year, 3-0 to Sacramento Republic.
Sacramento Republic, a team that's you can't put your finger on here so far this year, kind of like LA Galaxy too. Here's the upcoming schedule. Grand Valley, who had high praise from Braden Cloutier, hosting Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Las Vegas again with the next one against New Mexico United, a very big one. There's the Player of the Month nominees. Boy, it seems like Jerome Kieswetter has been on this list every week.
With all due respect to Curtis Lawal and everybody else up here, the two goalkeepers, great guys. I've really got my votes in for Jerome Kieswetter and Adam John. What they've been able to do consistently, just pumping balls into the back of the net. Quality goals as well. Has been second to none. John McCarthy, Evan Newton doing great things as well. Evan Newton, the all-time shutout leader in the USL. But those two number 9s up top have been fantastic.
Phoenix over Tulsa last night. Colorado Springs Switchbacks Tacoma in a battle of teams that have struggled here out of the gate. 2-2 result between Austin and Portland. And there's that Sac Republic score Devin was talking about. 3-0 at home. New Mexico loses. El Paso continuing to roll at home as well. When we come back, second half action. Las Vegas have a 1-0 lead over Orange County SC. Things going their way, up a man. And our halftime reports brought to you by ABC Hyundai will continue right after this.
I'm Kevin Janison. Hey, want to know what the weather will be like before you get to the Lights game? Watch News 3 live at 11 for the Las Vegas Lights forecast. Remember, News 3 is your weather authority, and go get them, Las Vegas Lights.
Boston Dental Group, your place for friendly, gentle, and convenient dental care in Las Vegas. We offer you expert specialists such as orthodontics, implants, cosmetic dentistry, and even pedodontics for your children. Call us today to take advantage of our limited time offers. 25% off cleanings and only $250 down to start your braces today. Call 702-388-8888.
Boston Dental Group, making healthy smiles more affordable to you.
Because of UMC, there's a wide open road ahead of me.
Because of UMC, she can grow up with her twin sister.
Because of UMC, I'm here to help you.
UMC, the highest level of care in Nevada.
Zappos makes returns easy, so you can save the drama.
What do you want?
For your 18th century prima donna.
Did you eat my lost taquito?
Nope.
Lawyer!
Drama-free customer service 24/7. Zappos.com. Zappos makes getting help at any time easy.
They're on their way.
Great. So you can save the drama.
Curfew was 2 hours ago.
For your teenage llama.
Michael, look at me when I'm talking to you.
Drama-free customer service 24/7. Zappos.com.
Professional soccer returns to Cashman Field when your Las Vegas Lights FC take on New Mexico United Saturday, June 15th at 7:30 p.m. Don't miss the Zappos fan tailgate before the game, or you can catch all the action on MyLV-TV, Channel 21, Cable 12.
We are back at Cashman Field. Jeff Ratcliffe, Devin Kern, our entire crew. Las Vegas, 1-0 to the good. As we get to tell you have a quick look at those first half highlights, and a lot to talk about. It was a bit of a slow start.
It was a quick look by Preston, who had tracked back out here. Initial strike wasn't good enough, but the second one, great follow-up effort. Love the second push here, right at the top of the 18. Patrick McLean able to collect. 10th minute, we saw a bit of movement by Michael Seaton, and to be fair, it was really the only one-on-one battle he had with Jakovic on that back line. Dejan does a good job, misses the initial challenge, Seaton gets around, but he does well tracking back, does not let the Jamaican get away from him, and well done by Thomas Olsen just to follow things up on that near post run. Then we get a look at the goal. Great patience right here. Just talk about the one-on-one battles. Round and round we go. Quick turn, do-si-do, down in behind the back line and off to the races. Irvin Parr just skirts it shoulder to shoulder, and watch this, near post the entire way. Uncharacteristic by the netminder from Wisconsin. Patrick McLean never gives up goals like this. It is inappropriate, it is wrong, his manager will let him know. And even though the back line is tracked back here, he has to do a better job. There is no reason for him to shift that far over. Last but not least, the questionable red card to Joe Amico. I understand the arm out on the first push, but the second one is marginal at best. You have to do a better job of communication from the referees. They will take a look at this after the game, but right now, Braden Cloutier has to figure out what he's going to do for the next 45 minutes.
That wraps up our ABC Hyundai halftime report. All season long halftime brought to you by ABC Hyundai, official sponsor of the $5 Give Back program. And a change being made, as you would expect, from Orange County FC, down a man in this one. I believe Connor Gordon was the one that came on. So we'll see how this changes the shape. Generally, you'll see like a 4-4-1. Down a man and still within striking distance. And if that was the case, I believe Trotter came off. And his game on once more. So yeah, bring a defender in. Kantor Owusu-Ansah. So he is in for Giovanni Ramos-Godoy. Makes a lot more sense.
He basically had two looks here, where he brings on a straight left back and Owusu-Ansah. Ramos-Godoy comes out. Harry Forrester can go play on that far side now. He can also sit in the middle, but all of his midfielders have the versatility to rotate around the pitch. The other look, which I thought he might have gone for here, was to bring Walker Hume off. And I say that because you could bring Liam Trotter into the back line, still have that explosion going forward, go push Kevin Alston to the left, tuck Godoy onto that right side, but he goes for the other look. Again, there's no right or wrong here. It's just a preference and an opportunity to still have an all-out and out outside marking back in Owusu-Ansah.
The Ghanaian coming in here at the break. Interesting how tempers have been cooled maybe by this halftime break. It's been, since that red card, a bit disconcerting, I guess. That one served into the area and just missed. Hit the outside netting, fooled everybody.
For the Las Vegas Lights, they need to try and open things up here and stretch Orange County. And for Orange County, these opportunities are going to come in spurts. They're going to be little ones here and there, so they have to be very precise when they do present themselves. Being down a man with 45 minutes to go, not uncharted territory for them, as we mentioned last week. Aiden Quinn went out, I believe, right around the 70th minute mark, so played final 20 without him. The Darwin Jones red card was already into added time, so not the end of the world there.
Good long throw into the area. Preston will settle over, tracked by Van Wolfgang. Walker Hume throwing it back to McLean. So often you'll go up a man as another team has a red card, and you really don't know what to do with it if you're not in that position a lot. So a lot of teams will struggle. Not a bad effort there as they were trying to find Trotter. Fair. Moved forward by Cruz. Hume on his third season. Oshuansa on his second season. And Irvine. Tripped up with Seaton. And you never want to give a referee a reason to level things after they, I'm sure, go into the locker room and look and see if that call was accurate. Now here in the attacking third, Kevin Garcia Lopez. Fair.
What's interesting is they actually, every single match, they have an assessor. They have a referee assessor who goes through and watches all of their moments, goes back through, checks the replays.
Taboritaka Preston. Will he go near post? He will that time. Didn't have quite the accuracy on it. Did not have the right angle. I guess the verdict was out, huh?
Preston tried to follow Irvin Parra's lead, but watch this ball in behind the back line. You wonder how he's not offside. Yeah. He seems like he's multiple steps in front of this back line. However, they let him play on. Patrick McLean still shielding very carefully away from that near post.
Score line, getting bumped off the ball. That will be a free kick. So Sandoval commits the foul. Fans, you need to mark your calendar for Thursday, July 4th. If you haven't done it, do it now. We're hosting the first ever 3D fireworks extravaganza in conjunction with Findlay Chevy, following the Lights FC game against LA Galaxy 2. Plus, the boys will have a very special uniform in the works. Reserve your best seats now at lightsfc.com/tickets. So here, as you mentioned, Devin, you're going to have your off chances. This is one of them to get something from this game despite being down a man.
We saw Van Wolfgang, from a distribution standpoint, put one in earlier. Now Harry Forrester getting involved, and those are the two who are going to look to get involved in these set pieces. The Englishman, very composed, very much like Aiden Quinn. Though the way things are lining up here, Wolfgang still feel like he has an argument as well. That near post seems to be the talking point. You do have some space here on the left-hand side, though the way things are lining up, it'll be very direct with a shot at goal.
And back down there. It's Cruz. Here comes the dead ball. Went into the wall. Still work to do, and it's a goal! And waved off. Oh, the highest of highs followed by the lowest of lows. On an incredible shot by Crisostomo.
He gets an early break here, right when it's hit.
Oh, what a shot.
It looks like he's a couple steps off. It's very difficult due to the angle. Still, Crisostomo, half volley outside of the foot, upper 90. Take that any day of the week.
The degree of difficulty on that finish. And obviously, Cloutier is going to argue that one. Ooh.
It's easy for us to play Monday morning quarterback and speculate what did or did not happen. In a situation like this, though, the linesman has one job. He will sit on that last defender right until the ball is hit. So immediately upon release, he's saying that when that ball hit the wall, that he was offside. And I could understand that a bit, because with Crisostomo sitting on the outside, could have used him as a decoy to play that ball in and then play back across. So as soon as that ball hit, if I'm in his shoes, I'm going as well.
Of course, the assistant on that far side, Christian Lara, the one that colluded with the referee, Dejan Suzak, on the red card. So not going to be getting any Christmas baskets from Orange County anytime soon. Trotter. Just a mountain in the middle. Seaton. Back to Alston. Continuing to lead the possession statistic. 56 to 44. Las Vegas out shooting him 6 to 3. 3 on target to 1. Here in the corner of the area. Build up for Orange County. Caught between two minds was Garcia Lopez. Now we'll just head it out of play. This Fair got to it first though. And this could lead to an off attack. Preston has Sandoval to the left, Parra to the right. He'll go left. Sandoval into the corner with Alston. We'll slow it down and back it out. 11 on 10 here in the second half. From the back, Markovic in his first appearance here on loan from LAFC. Ronaldo and Bob Bradley, good friends for many years. Worked out that loan deal. Less than satisfied with just the 1-0 score line right now. You don't want to sit on that.
They shouldn't be. This is an opportunity for them to pump some more in the back of the net. Goes back to that confidence. Also, you can start thinking about goal differential a little bit. I mean, eventually that can come into play, especially with the way that the metrics broke down earlier on. 13 matches in, sitting on 15 points.
So Lopez was on. And behind it goes. And corner kick. Preston now, the right foot, expect the outswinger, 56 minute. Well, reposition the ball to his liking. Just the third corner of the match for Las Vegas. It's on its way, high, away from the goal, to hold it into the attacking third. Fair. Got it back to his right foot. Parra calling for it. Instead, Cruz goes back to Moby. Lofted high for Robinson. Down to Preston, Cameroonian. Just put that one out of play to the wall.
He had a bunch of the boys that were still up from the corner. Robin Torre and Christian Torres were on the back post. Preston trying to pick him out. Unfortunately, so I'm just leaning back a little bit, loses form, drifts over the top.
Robinson on the ball. Loses it halfway. Sandoval keeping it. All season, Eric has lamented the fact we need more games where we're ahead because we can play the way we want to play when we've got the advantage. Don't have to open up as much. Right now in position to stay unbeaten at home. Put to bed a win-less streak of 3. Whites went 250 minutes without a goal until Parra scored that in the first half of the 43rd.
The way that they've had to work both in the first half as well as trying to go after for number 2 here in the second. I'd be shocked if Eric Winalda didn't go to his bench to bring on some fresh legs. He's got plenty of reinforcements. We talked about Villarreal trying to get some game minutes, get back into that type of fitness, full 90. He's an opportunity.
You've been there, Devin, too. When you're playing you get later into the second half when you're only on 10 men. You're defending, you have more ground to cover. That's when the substitutions from the other team can really make it more difficult for you.
To be honest, from a mental standpoint as well, the longer this stays 1-0, the more the belief Orange County will have that they can go get one. So again, another opportunity for them to just continue going forward here. I want them to go get a second goal. If they want to put this game out, they got to find a way to get 2. And I'm not saying that they're incapable of riding a 1-0 lead to 90 minutes. Just saying that with all the veteran leadership you have on the side of Orange County, if you let this drag on, the belief will stay there.
Oh, Seaton coming back to help win the ball. In some space is Van Wolfgang. Scored it into the corner. Oh, overshot the mark. Preston, no, couldn't keep it. Sostamo out of frame. And you see TKO unhappy. Shouldn't have gotten that close. And you see also Eric Winalda motioning to the bench, maybe get some reinforcements out there on a very hot night in Las Vegas.
If we've learned anything tonight, it's that Crisostamo is more than capable of having a go. He was the one who had that disallowed goal right at the start of the second on the half volley, and now the strike from distance.
Immediately back on the other end. Goal kick back to Orange County. Currently 9th in the standings. These two teams will be even on 18 points should the scoreline hold. We've played an hour. 1-0 Las Vegas, the goal in the 39th for Para. The difference in this one. Fans get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Lights FC, then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores, plus get reminders on Las Vegas's next home match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. That one's left in the back. Shot on the way, and it was right at TKO. So Olsen made himself big. And the big pink target absorbed the shot.
Then Wolfgang heard footsteps here. Watch the trail end of this run. When Forrester gets down to the end line, good ball back across to the penalty mark, and it's great pressure on the backside by Las Vegas Lights to just get right in front of Van Wolfgang.
Moby going to slow it down. Long switch of play. Torre. Very active on that left side. And it'll be a throw-in. Sub number 2 now, doing some attacking prowess in. Sostamo will come off for the Brazilian Vinicius. Corbillia. His entire career has been played in his native country, Cascavel. His last stop, 21 years old. 2 goals and an assist. And a guy can get lost in there sometimes.
Tuck inside in the middle with Trotter and Forrester as Van Wolfgang. They've done well, to be fair, to hold their shape. Very difficult, a rotating diamond where just going side to side at times. We've seen Forrester and Van Wolfgang on this near line. And then same thing on the far can be said. Still looking to find a way to get that equalizer. Again, few opportunities for him here in the second half. Just nothing at the back of the net yet.
Torres, the left foot, puts it forward. And out of play. And just joining us was Joe Amico, sent off late in that first half. Las Vegas had already had a 1-0 lead. Preston breaks the ankles of one defender. Now we'll bring it back. Good possession spell here for Las Vegas Lights. Inching closer and closer back to 50-50. Which you could expect when you've got a man advantage. But you're right, if you're Eric Ronaldo, you want a second goal. You're a lot more comfortable. Got 3 draws this season, 2 of them at home, including their last game in this stadium, a 0-0 result against Tulsa on the 25th of May. Three points tonight will cure a lot of ills for Eric Ronaldo. A rough couple of weeks. Las Vegas has a player down at the halfway line. Check the injury. Moby off his feet. Supposed to have another hydration break. Don't think quite yet. He comes about 30 minutes in. Eric's starting to think about the conditioning, the heat aspect of this. Start here and hopefully just give it back. Hara will do just that. Alston, nice little nifty little backfield from Van Wolfgang. And got away, rolls in behind, off of Las Vegas. Corner kick. Orange County's 4th. You want to limit these set piece chances. They've been very, very good. 6 set piece goals this season. Spun to a near post, not good enough.
It's a poor ball played in by Van Wolfgang. Wasted opportunity, to say the least. Have guys that are so tall and so talented. Why not give them a chance? Instead, just keep it low to the near post. Never gets there.
Alston may not have the Robinson throw, but does have a big throw in it. And now with authority from Jakovic. And now on the counter, Las Vegas on the run. Garcia Lopez into open space, being tracked back, squares it in the middle. Kept going by Sandoval. Preston to his right foot, and never got the shot off. Moby. Rap albums that I know of, Moby Fair. Cruz, dangerous ball in the end, collected by McLean. Letting him go. Para. Step 2 by Walker Hume. Torres been good. Torres rather has been really good back there, filling in. First time we've seen this 3 center back setup. 68 minutes in. What's your verdict?
It's worked pretty well. Actually quite surprised with not necessarily the 3 center backs, but the personnel that he used on the outside to make it 5. He went with all-and-out defenders, and a lot of times you'll see guys like Bob Lilly with the Pittsburgh Riverhounds who will use very attack-minded defenders that can still track back a little bit and one-on-one defend, but more importantly can explode going forward. So they maintain the shape, but not necessarily the skill level defensively. That's not the case for the Lights. The Lights have done a good job holding that block. Just hasn't necessarily been amazing going forward.
Suansa. Still work to do for Las Vegas. 50-50 with Suansa. Job shielding. Garcia Lopez. County will back it out. Alston with time on the ball. We'll stay with Orange County on the throw-in. Vinicius taking up residency on that right side of the attack for the time being. Decent driven throw again from Alston. Preston, Alston bearing down and loses the handle. Throw into the air. This is dangerous, headed on frame. It is a goal for Orange County. Leonardo, his third goal of the season. We are tied at 1. Oh my. It came out of nothing.
The hope and belief always sitting there. The Lights downshifted. Let Orange County stay in this match. Leonardo immediately pointed to his head, said, let's be smart. Keep an eye, boys. I'll lead you the entire way. There's that long throw you talked about by Kevin Alston. Nice flick on, and then a good job by the center back just following it up. This is what we've been looking for from set pieces from either squad all night long. Execution has been lacking. Now Orange County makes them pay.
Sao Paulo native with that experience coming up on set pieces. That time was just in the box on the throw. And now, very positive result should they can hold on down a man. They've equalized here with 20 minutes to go. Now, what would have been a great result thus far for Las Vegas will be a very poor result in the eyes of Eric Winalda should they not get a go-ahead goal here in the last 20. Checked ahead by Robinson. Throw in. Finally have a change for Eric Winalda, and you'll have an energetic guy as Jose Villarreal, his home debut. He'll replace Parra, who had the goal in the first half.
Lovely run by Irvin Parra on that 39th minute goal. Love the ball in by Javantore as well. Credit to him on that shift. Not happy that he's being taken off the field in the way his team's playing, that they've seceded their lead. However,
we'll have the game winner. Expecting a hydration break shortly. And it seems like the heat's taken it out of both teams. It's really slowed the pace. Preston in the area, he scores! Las Vegas answers. Taboyataka Preston, has his third goal of the season. Another Plaza Hotel and Casino goal. And this one back in control for the Lights.
Lots of frustration just moments ago about Irvin Parra and his squad conceding the equalizer. Just like that, you have an answer. The substitution comes on. Villarreal is not involved. However, Preston, who's been so active, gets the go-ahead goal. Just a good job. Nice triangular play. Little 1-2. Villarreal gets the touch in. That's all he does. First touch of the game. Little back heel in. Parra's happy. He's proud of his boys. The captain recognizes an opportunity presented itself, and round we go in Sid City.
I'll wake everybody up. And they've ruled it offside, apparently. Well, now we got to simmer down now. So the goal taken off the board. Just to tell the angle we have.
A delayed decision as well. And that was one that they let go on and on and on.
No, in the age of video assistant referee, which you have up at MLS, they're taught to let things play on, and then you can correct it in video review if you need to.
Real time, it looked like it was good, and it goes back to the goal that was scored by Orange County as well, because their linesman felt that he was offside. And look, when you take a look back at it, and that's the problem, is we haven't had the discussion with the referee. And the one job to do for the linesman in that situation is to watch the attacker when the ball is hit. If it comes off as a deflection, that's a live ball. He's not in an offside position if he comes off it, if it comes off the wall. So that's the linesman saying in that situation that he'd already progressed past the last defender. Here is a bit more of a gray area. And this ball gets played in. It's very clever by the substitute Villarreal on the overlapping run from Preston. A nice little three-man game on that far line, but we are not privy to the view that the referee had, nor the linesman.
Third goal for the season from Preston, and Moby Fear's second assist wiped off the board here. It's now 1-1. Again, from our vantage point, telling an offside on a play like that's virtually impossible. Trust the assistant referee, and you give credit to Dejan Suzak, the referee, for having conferences with his assistants on a lot of these occasions tonight.
Interestingly enough, it's not something you usually see within the USL Championship. A lot of times they're kind of off on their own and running this show, so he has done well to at least converse with them. Now, whether or not you agree or not, that's a whole other story, but a good job by this crew at least staying in communication with each other.
Massive hold-up ability there in the center from Trotter, the Englishman. Villarreal keeps his feet. Able to keep the ball. Trotter going to be fouled. 6'2", 170 out of Ipswich. And Villarreal will go into the book. It's like, Jose's like, I'm 5'8".
He gets fouled the same way. We don't bitch about it.
And you hear the complaints on either side. Villarreal, 3 appearances with Orlando City last year, and in his appearances he was really good. It was some off-field things he had to deal with. Couldn't find time in the lineup. Trying to rejuvenate the career. Had some great years in LA.
Former Galaxy homegrown way back when, and remember, if you have never had the pleasure of meeting James O'Connor, former Lou City, now Orlando City head coach, he's a no-nonsense type of guy. He's a guy that players will go to battle for till the ends of the earth, but he doesn't want the off-the-field issues. And when you're struggling to gain those repetitions and other things come into play, that's a recipe for disaster.
Here's the second half hydration break. Guys kicking back. Juarez not happy to not be in this game anymore, but made his impact known. And the bottom line is you've got a quarter hour here to do something about it and get out of here with the full 3.
Thomas in the background as well. And can you see this game out? You know, it's just interesting the way that it goes. A lot of times you'll see teams that when they get into second chance opportunities down a man, they kind of rally around each other. That's what Orlando City's done here in the second half. Take a look at what went on in the first. That was Irvin Parra's goal. Great ball in by the defender, Torre. Just one-on-one. See the trailing runs pressed in the box. And here's the equalizer. Little flick on the long flow. Kevin Alston throws it in. Get back door to Leonardo. 1-1.
The crusher. after the hydration. You see Leonardo, the goal scorer. Make sure you join us at Cashman Field next Saturday night when New Mexico United debuts in Vegas. It's Father's Day weekend. Tickets start at just $10 during the Summer of Soccer, delivered by Zappos. Get your tickets now at lightsfc.com/tickets or at any La Bonita supermarket. Lights need to find a way here. And the spell will extend the floor. Oh, extracurriculars. Wolfgang playing to the whistle.
You're coming to Las Vegas. Why doesn't want to make some friends? I'm not sure this is the best way to do it against Kevin Garcia Lopez. Well done by the defender. Just holding his position. Great job shielding this ball over the far line there.
Well, there's something in that.
A little love, a nudge of approval. Well done, my friend.
Make sure you visit the Plaza Hotel and Casino. Can't remember, just read the board I threw you into.
Let me help you out there. I'll usher you. About 1/100th of the distance to get there.
Yeah, it's one of the last things that Eric Winaldo wants. It has his men go to casinos. Although there's some good food on hand at the Plaza. I'll tell you from experience. Natives getting restless.
And if your rate includes 10 minutes to go,
you'll take this.
You will take it, although I tell you what, the way the run of play has been going, you believe you can go get the game winner right now. Las Vegas Lights have not given you any reason to think that they've been the better squad here in the second half. They had about a 10-minute run where they got the goal, and you felt like things were going to continue. That wasn't the case. And Orlando City has just done a good job. Excuse me, Orange County. We were just talking about Orlando City. Orange County has done such a good job of staying in this match. The back four has done well for themselves, and everything that they had with Irvin Parr and Preston in the first half hasn't funneled over here into the second. Those long balls that dissect the back line have gone by the wayside, and they keep making mistake after mistake, much like you're seeing right now.
Remember, it's been 11 on 10 since just before halftime. He can make a big splash here. The last 10 minutes or so. Really dangerous moment here if you're Las Vegas, conceding this free kick.
Remember, up until that equalizer by Leonardo, everything had been poor from both teams on set-piece opportunities, delivery not the best. Is this the one where you get the likes of Liam Trotter on the back post to go get the go-ahead goal?
The run up from Van Wolfgang, drilled, punched away by TKO. And Lights get out of it. Cruz brings the ball forward. Got the job done, throw in. Under 10 to go here at Cashman Field. Make sure you tune in to ESPN on June 18th for a special Tuesday edition of Wednesday Night Soccer as Phoenix Rising FC meets Reno 1868 in Nevada for a meeting between two of the best in the West. It's this week's best match on Wednesday Night Soccer. It's on a Tuesday, though, June 18th on ESPN 3. Yeah, two of Las Vegas's favorite opponents, Phoenix and Reno. '83rd. Still 1-1 fair. Cruz just outside the area. Dance on the ball, earns the corner kick.
If they're going to get this done, you've got to find a way to get Pablo Cruz and Junior Sandoval more involved in the run of play going forward. These guys have too much room and too much talent to not capitalize on it. Remember, up a man for the better part of 40 minutes now. Take advantage of it.
Whipped in. Trotter got ahead to it. Do it again from the other side. Well, shots now even, 7 apiece, 3 on target apiece. And possession almost about even as well. It's getting there. So a stalemate by all definitions. That one right at the 6. Still 2 more subs available here for Eric Winalda. You can't take him with you. Game loosening up. Stretched in the heat. Other crazy things happen. Preston thought he had the game-winning goal. Sandoval in the area. Down at the penalty spot. And the ruling is maybe a corner. It is.
Sandoval asking for a tug on his jersey. He's not going to get a foul there. And the back line of Orange County furious with the linesman once again. You have to wonder, because both the linesmen on this side as well as the far side of the field having issues keeping up with the back line. Questionable calls.
A low liner whip that sits just outside the 6. And retake this? What is this? Nope. Foul inside. Time running short. Cloutier will go to the bench for the final time. There's a lot of chatter going on between the benches here. Uh-oh. After McLean being told, you better get rid of this. Okay, so Van Wolfgang comes off. Throwing back to Las Vegas. Dupre, the last sub coming in. 20-year-old young midfielder. Getting a late run here tonight.
Guy who only has 2 appearances on the season for Braden. But he came up through the RSL and Blackpool academies, so loads of experience within those youth programs. An opportunity to showcase himself. Still a young 20-year-old man trying to get his professional career off the ground. But what better way to do it than on the road? 10 men.
Good build up. Forrester. We're getting stretched here. It seems that both of these teams running out of gas chasing the ball. This will be an unsavory result for Lights FC fans. You're happy to keep the home unbeaten record intact. Our 88th minute now. Fans tonight and every home game, Lights players will give away the shirts right off their backs. It's brought to you by Boston Dental Group. Call 388-8888 to schedule your appointment with Boston Dental, the official dentists of Las Vegas Lights. Handball. It's been contentious at times. 89th minute. Expect at least a modicum of stoppage time. Sandoval. Earned the throw in. Late on in Las Vegas. Cruz headed back into the 6, and the flag was up. Fans of USL unveiled its elite youth platform, USL Academy. This allows clubs at all levels across the USL to develop its local youth and compete at the highest level across the U.S., including the USL Academy Cup as well. For more information, visit uslsoccer.com/academy. Our 90th minute. This would be mission accomplished if you were Orange County, coming out with points on the road, down a man. Seton been quiet tonight. Forrester tracked by 2 defenders. They're playing for the draw now. Keep possession. We're hearing 3 minutes. That's all that will remain in this one. And you hear the argument against. So Osuansa to throw in. Headed on frame, oh my goodness. That would have been disaster for Las Vegas, right? The TKO. There's the 3. Stoppage time at Cashman. Huge. It's going to be end-to-end here for the next 3. You can feel it. Great little ball. Garcia Lopez in behind. Oh, McLean smothers and covers at the last second. Sandoval was in. And you'll add the time. Following the injury, look at this.
The direct play by Las Vegas Lights once again showing that it is their best method of achievement on that back post. Garcia Lopez swings this in. Oh, it just catches the boot.
Yeah, Alston got there.
Of Leonardo, is trailing run. Kevin Alston trying to close down the passing lane. And Leonardo actually catches it with his own cleat. That's his center back. Unfortunately, flipping buds with him.
Friendly fire. Tack this on to the stoppage time. We're almost halfway through the minimum. Yikes. Each end, some nervy moments.
It's quite interesting to see how it played out as well, because Leonardo stood up and you saw him initially talk about the deflection. I thought it was because the referee, when he blew the whistle, he could have called it, not that he was going to, but could have called a back pass. And that wasn't the case because it was never going to happen. He was trying to showcase the fact that Kevin Alston had gained a head injury. So nice to see him up and about again.
Should be a good result should it hold for Orange County. 3 of their next 5 away from Championship Soccer Stadium in Irvine. Uh-oh. Settle things down. Fans of Cashman trying to rally the troops. And to lead the lads onto a late-minute goal. Fair. Harassed. Playing direct. Trying to track it down is Sandoval. Getting inside position. And will not advance any further. These 2 teams in the preseason played to a 2-2 draw on this field. Harbinger of things to come. As it stands, it will be the first ever result for Las Vegas against Orange County. They won both of those meetings last year, 5-3 and 3-1. We played the minimum of 3. See how much is tacked on after that. The events at the other end. Have to be proactive here. Moby. Left it into the corner. Robinson is there. And doing his best to earn the throw in. Whistle can come in any time. There'll be a big throw from Gabe Robinson. Orange County trying to see out a result on the road. Down a man. Here's Robinson's throw. Driven, far post, headed back. Cruz. It's in, and Seaton able to head it clear. Cloutier and company imploring that whistle. One last throw. Driven into the area. Seaton got ahead to it, put it in behind. That may do it. No, corner. A third bite at the apple here. Cruz, in swinger, near. Whistle the mouth, and from distance put out of play. It was off of Orange County. A couple of extra chances here. We've played almost 5 minutes. Now or never. Far post. Whistled back in. Bicycle doesn't get the job done, and now it's Orange County on the break. Great opportunity here. Shot on the right, over the top. Oh, Trotter thought he had it, and that's the end. Oh, my. And the two old friends meet in the middle. You want to relive that one. 4 attempts in the attacking end, then you give up the counter. Oh. Well, we'll look back, catch our breath. It ends 1-1, Las Vegas and Orange County SC. We'll be right back.
Turns to Cashman Field when your Las Vegas Lights FC take on New Mexico United Saturday, June 15th at 7:30 p.m. Don't miss the Zappos fan tailgate before the game, or you can catch all the action on MyLV Channel 21, Cable 12.
Super good.
Jarritos.
Super good.
¿Qué? ¡Qué buenos son!
Because of UMC, there's a wide open road ahead of me.
Because of UMC, she can grow up with her twin sister.
Because of UMC, I'm here to help you.
UMC, the highest level of care in Nevada.
This is the Durabit of the all-new Chevy Silverado.
That is huge.
It offers a built-in 120-volt outlet.
Wow.
Plug that in for me.
Oh, holy smokes.
And the all-new Silverado has more trim levels than any other pickup.
Oh, wow. There's something for all of us. It's time to upgrade.
Get 0% financing for 72 months, or get a total value of over $8,700 on this all-new Silverado. See your Southern Nevada Chevy dealers.
Hey, I'm Brian Salmon.
And I'm Amber Dixon. Enjoy tonight's game and be sure to watch News 3 live at 11 tonight.
Yep, we'll have highlights and you never know, you might end up on TV too.
The place for all the lights action is with News 3 Sports.
And good luck to the Las Vegas Lights.
Back at Cashman, it ends with two teams splitting the points and the spoils tonight. 1-1 the final in a game full of nearlies, Stephen Kerr.
You have to wonder at the tail end of that, number one, how the referee let it go so long. Number two, Liam Trotter, what are you doing, man? Finish things off. That was a gifted opportunity at the tail end of it that they couldn't get it done, but nonetheless, on the road, down a man, salvage a point. You remain unbeaten in 7, 2-0-5.
Full-time highlights. Las Vegas's record at home.
This was really the turning point. 39th minute, there was an ebb and flow that was very much a chess match to start things off, but then it opened up. Back and forth we go. 1, 2, and 3 chances on both ends for squads. Irvin Parr, one-on-one. Patrick McLean, you get it wrong. Near post is never a good look. That's a no-no. They go down 1-0. Then the questionable one, Joe Amico. There's an initial shove on Irvin Parr, but it's the second one that comes around. Has a consult with his linesman. Says, yep, that's a straight red. See you later. Some personnel changes, a substitution. Braden Cloutier thinks he has an opportunity to at least steal a point on the road. That's what they were able to do, but not without first winding and grinding in the second half. Some questionable decision-making by the referee. Crisostomo seemed to be very active before he went off. Loved what he was able to do from distance. There was some good look by Harry Forrester as well. The real chance came on the second opportunity off the set piece, which was really where I think they got it wrong, because when the dead ball is hit, if it's a deflection off the wall, he's onside. He's allowed to play. It's a great half volley back in. They call it off. So we continue on. The Lights would actually get a go-ahead goal of their own that would be called back. However, the equalizer, Leonardo on the back post. Poor from set pieces all night long from both squads. Not the case here. Excellent execution down the stretch from their veteran Brazilian. The center back steps up when they need him to, and he's able to convert. At the death of it, where is the whistle? Where is the whistle? Not going to happen. Another 30 seconds for Braden Cloutier to go get victory. There's the substitute, putting it out in front. Vinicius for Liam Trotter. Not going to happen. Take a seat, my friend. 1-1, that's how we finish. A point for Orange County on the road.
And doing so, playing a man down. Well, have you heard about the happier hour? After every home game, come upstairs to the restaurant. You can meet Coach Winalda and the players. It's brought to you by Zappos, Two Roots Brewing Company, and Jarritos. Well, opportunity lost here for Las Vegas, of course. They get the point, move up to 16 on the season. They keep that home record intact. However, they're now 4 games winless as well, unable to seal the deal against a 10-man Orange County, Devin.
Opportunity wasted, and for Orange County, they now have to go challenge a similar schedule. Phoenix, T2, Los Dos, all very difficult, all very manageable. However, should be proud of the point on the road. Las Vegas, work to do in their next 4 matches.
We'll be at home again. For Devin Kerr and our entire crew, I'm Jeff Radcliffe saying so long from Cashman. It's a 1-1 result. Point split between Orange County and Las Vegas. Have a great night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.